Hi. So basically now let's say we have some repository. I already have a repository set up for this. Here it is the repo in GitHub. Okay, and let's say you want to add some workflow. So you go to actions. I already had built something here. I was trying some things. You basically go to, well, if you already have one, you go to a new workflow, and then Docker image. This is basically the one you want to use for starters for building a Docker image. Okay, and this is what you get. Okay, so basically you get a folder, .github workflows, and then this workflow, basically. So I created this, and the branch was main. Okay, so this is a bit of an issue for me because I want to use master, and I want to basically build this when we push to master. So all you need to do is to remove these two things, change this to master, and then it will automatically work. Of course, it has to be deployed and on master to run. So basically, the first thing we're gonna do, well, in this case, I'm gonna change it to branch tutorial, okay, because I already use master. Okay, so see if you can read that. I think that's a bit better for reading. So let's use tutorial. Okay, so let's say in your case you may need to use a master, but you want to use tutorial. Okay. For some reason, some of my lamps is not working. Don't know why. Okay. So this is basically the first thing you get there. Docker build dot. This is gonna build a Docker file. Docker file is the name of the file, of course, and it's gonna tag it, but we don't want to do that. So basically, what we want is to first we're gonna create our Docker file. Okay. And like we said, is it? Yeah, it's okay. So basically, as we said, we're gonna build a Docker image that's gonna deploy is gonna deploy in this GitHub workflow. It's gonna run on you need to keep this because it's where the workflow runs. We are not going to build the Docker image here, but we're going to build it locally to see if everything works, and we're going to install everything to render our CV. Okay, so our LaTeX file basically. Okay. All right, so let's add some file here which is missing, which is basically the file we want. This is our Docker file. Okay, so it's just pulling from the latest Ubuntu, setting the work directory to var local, copy everything here to this directory, setting a non-interactive Debian frontend, basically, so it doesn't ask you, are you in some country or something like that, and you need to type it manually. The idea is that it will build everything automatically, install everything automatically without asking things. This is the things we're going to install in this Docker image. Git, we're going to need Git for a different reason you will see later. Text, live setx, which is one of the things we need for building our CV in LaTeX. This for the fonts, installing the fonts, basically easier way to install the fonts. Some extra things for rendering the CV, and then we're gonna run this that will clean the apt-get. Then we're gonna copy the fonts. Okay, so there I added some fonts here that are required for building our CV, and we're gonna basically add the fonts to the directory. So all of the things take some time, okay, as you will see when we build this. Alright, so I also added some my CV, basically some text files we're gonna need to build render the CV into PDF. So basically all of this is for building a CV in LaTeX, okay, as we said. So this will refresh the fonts. So now we can already render the CV, and that is done with the LaTeX cLaTeX command. Okay, so okay, so this is the file, okay, with the CV. This is based on a template by a guy called Frigeri that he deleted his GitHub for some reason, I don't know why, but it's easy to find. Basically, it's a pretty cool one and looks really nice, and that's why I use it for my CV. So this command will first build one part, and then I need to run it again to basically render the rest of it, the header. Basically, it's you need to run the command twice. There is another way to do it, but this is the simplest one, just repeating the command twice. Now we're gonna build the image. I already built this locally, so basically the command looks like yeah, I have it here in my history, but basically we want to remove Docker, yeah, this one. So we want to stop the container if it exists, otherwise it will continue. You see there's a semicolon there, so if I add a double ampersand, it will stop execution of the command, and we don't want that because we don't we want to continue if the container doesn't exist. Okay, Docker stop CV, continue if the container doesn't exist. Docker remove CV image, continue if the image doesn't exist. Don't crash the command. Basically, that's what it does. Then Docker build well, here is the command. Docker build tcv dot, which is gonna use this Docker file here. Okay, and then run it. Well, with the name CV interactive mode. Okay. So let's run this command and see what happens. Okay, if it works, we can continue with the rest of the things we need to do. Okay, so while it's building, we can take a look at this that we're gonna update. Okay, branches tutorial. Okay, this is the branch we are in at the moment. You see tutorial. There it is. Which means that when we push to this branch, it's gonna trigger an action that is gonna run this job. Okay, and the job runs on Ubuntu latest, as you see here. I am gonna add some things here. Okay, so basically what we want is to use our own image, okay, because this is gonna build this Docker file, and as we said, this is gonna take time. As you see, this is running and it takes time. Depends on the machine, depends on the network connection, but it can take like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a long time. So it depends. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna build this image, we're gonna push it to the private Docker Hub repository, and we're gonna pull from it, okay, here in this GitHub Actions pipeline. How are we gonna do that? Very easy. Anyways, we don't want to do this, we don't want to build a CV in the private GitHub private image, Docker image. We want only to do it up to here. Okay. Let's say this Docker file. Okay, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna build it here. Okay. As you can see, it seems like it's working. It's still installing things. And render it. You see, it already rendered the CV. That's amazing. So it works. It worked. Okay. Generally, it's easy to forget something, but it worked. So the next step, okay, is to basically we want to go to the Docker Hub. I'm already logged in, but as you can see, I already have my single Docker private repository that you can have. You can only have one private repository, so for free, of course. If you want to pay, you can have more, of course. But I already did this. As you can see, yesterday I was already trying some things here. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna well, first of all, you need to log in to the okay, let's exit this container, Docker login. Okay, so this is something you need to run. I'm already logged in, so it already says login succeeded. Otherwise, you need to type your password and username and password. But basically, you need an account here in Docker Hub to push your private repository in there. Okay, so let's tag. Basically, this is the command we want to run. Okay, we're gonna Docker push this image, okay, to your username, Docker Hub username, the name of the private repository, and the tag you want to for this image. Okay, and this will update this thingy here. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Yeah, it was really quick because I already did it, and it was a similar image. Layer already exists, means that some command built on run on this image, for example, installing Celatex is one of the layers. Basically, here it's already done. So basically, there is no changes to the image. So it says it was really quick. Otherwise, it takes a bit longer. Okay. Okay, let's continue. The image is already pushed. Okay, so now what we need is some environment variables. Okay, and we need to log into the private Docker Hub to basically pull the image we just deployed there. Okay, so how are we gonna do that? So first of all, we're gonna go to the repository on GitHub. Okay, because this job runs on the GitHub repository. Okay, it's like runs here. Okay, so basically we go to the settings and we go to the secrets and the secrets for the actions basically. So this is environment variables, or yeah, secrets that you can pass here. And these are the secrets I had to add for this project idea, basically, of building your CV. Okay, but the idea is that you need Git email, Git name, Git token, Git user, and Docker password. Why? Because my Docker username is the same as my GitHub username, but maybe you also need a Docker username. Okay, so I'm gonna add one as an example. And here I'm gonna put octahedron. Okay, so this is my another secret that I just added. Git token, you need to generate a token with right permission for the thing to work. Okay, because we're gonna push from the action a new branch with the updated CV. Okay, so let's add some environment variables. Yeah, well, let's do that first. Let's say okay, so this is the way to pass the environments variables from here. Okay. One quick way to do it with multiple cursors, as you can see. You do like this. You copy this. Okay. Then you do like this. That was pretty quick to copy the things. Okay, let's put this there for order. Name is already there. Okay, so this is what we're gonna need as environment variables. Actually, these two we are not gonna need them, so I'm gonna remove them. Okay, these are not required environment variables, and you will see why. Runs on is where the GitHub action runs on. We're gonna put an image where we want to run this GitHub action. Okay, and we're gonna put the one we just created. We just push it to the private GitHub Docker repository. Credentials are username. Required credentials are username, and here we're gonna pass the one we have up there. Okay. Git user and the we said we're gonna pass the it's secrets dot docker username, and this one docker password. Okay. Oops. Okay. Well, this is the name of the thing we're gonna do, and we're gonna put render CV with changes, and this is the command we're gonna pass there. Okay, so I want to put this in a multi-line. Okay, so I add this well, it's not a command, it's I think it's the pipe operator, and we're gonna create this fixes an issue now. Home root build. So this is the place we're gonna build the CB, and then I had to fix this because there is an issue on GitHub actions at the moment. Okay, so basically this is the same as the workdir copy command from Docker file, but basically we're gonna make a directory, which is this one. We're gonna copy everything from here to this directory, and we're gonna go to this directory. So basically we set up everything here. Okay. Then well, we can do the git configuration now. And this is why we need install git, as you saw before. So git config global add save.directory p. And the issue is because on GitHub workflow actions there is an issue now that if you don't do this, okay, these three thingies, it will give you a git error that the directory is not safe. Okay. Then we need to set up the GitHub, the Git credentials and names. So basically, your Git authentication, your name and your things like that. So git config global user.name. Well, it's just like this. And then we're gonna pass the git name environment variable we defined here. This is the environment variable we defined, and that's why we need environment variables. Okay, same thing for the email. User.email okay, git email, git name. Then we can already do build the CB 10.text. So this command renders the CV into a PDF. Okay. I personally like to name the CV as my name, so we can use the git name for that environment variable. So we can mb cv 10.pdf, which is the output of this command. Git name, this you need to put it like this in quotes, space cb.pdf. Okay. Then we need to set up SSH for GitHub keys, because otherwise it doesn't let you push. Uh, 0700. Okay, so this basically we create a SSH folder, and then this basically will add the GitHub host to the known host. And now we want to create a new branch, git checkout d. Okay, so this is how you create a new branch from the current position. Well, sorry, this is between parentheses, git rev parse short here, and we're gonna add 0. Actually, we can pass the date here to know, instead of all the tags we have a 0 afterwards, but you can delete the branch afterwards. I don't know, you can do whatever you want there. Now we're gonna commit. This is a good commit message for this, because we are updating the CB, and we're gonna push git push git user git token at github.com/ well, this is the repository I'm using for this. This is just better to copy it from here. Okay, and let's see if it works. Should work, because we're gonna push on this branch, and it's gonna do all of this. Okay, so let's add a commit. Okay, let's add all the files. and let's commit. Add, well, we did everything in a single commit, which is not a good idea, but we're already here, so and now we push in the branch to GitHub. The branch is new, okay, and let's see what happens. Actions, tutorial, there. You see it ran the workflow. There was an issue, and we're gonna see what happened. The workflow is not valid. Line 16, unexpected value image. Runs on container is the name of the thing. All of this goes inside container. Add missing container. The good thing is that it tells you if there is an issue. Okay. Well, at least we got pretty far already. There was no issue with the syntax here in this thingy, curly braces, but let's hope it is not the case. My god, it's taking longer than expected. Alright, it's possible. Okay, let's check the branch. It's not this one. 20 seconds ago, and there it is, 20 seconds ago. The CV is updated. Okay, so the idea is that you run this pipeline also. Well, it's on master because the idea is that you check out master, okay, and you pull from master, and now you do your changes here. Okay, everything is working now. So let's say you change something in the CV. Okay, I don't know, you change your age, whatever, your phone number, anything you want, and then it will run on commit to master. Okay, it will create a new pull request. And how do you know which one of these is the pull request? Well, the idea is to put the date. You should put the date after instead of the /0, and we can quickly do that here. So yeah, I forgot something there. The quotes. Yeah, because it's 6:10 in the morning. Okay, 23 seconds. Come on, let's finish this. I really need to go to sleep. That is rendered in the PDF. There it is. Perfect. It works. And now we should have a branch 0805-2022 and the commit hash. Okay. Anyways, if you build multiple in the same day, you can just merge this to master, and that's it. Or you can see the CV updated here, because GitHub lets you render CVs, and there it is. Pretty cool. Thank you for watching.